We were out there all day. We didn't have anything to eat. We didn't have anything to drink. If we were thirsty, we drank out of the hose.
Oh my.
Never going out.
No way am I drinking out of a hose.
We had rock fights. We had BB gun fights.
Wow.
Right? We were shooting each other directly with BB guns. Our parents knew it and no one cared. They bought the BBs.
I can't believe that was going on back in the good old days, you Gen Xers, man. No way. Oh, you could even low-key die. Right, guys, your fellow Gen Z Brit is going to be checking out Why 70s and 80s Kids Rule by Karen Morgan. I originally did a video from her on why Gen Xers are the strongest generation, and you guys seem to love that. So I'm going to be checking out another thing she did, which is basically saying why Gen Xers ruined this, because we know you guys were like around kids around that age, 70s and 80s, right? From what I'm aware, at least. Correct me if I'm wrong. Of course, guys, look, if you love how I'm doing these kinds of videos, going back to the past, giving you a Gen Z perspective from the UK, then please just smash that like button as well as turn on those post notifications so you don't miss another one of these kinds of videos, because I'm going to be doing a lot more of this kind of content, as well as ways you could go above me on and support me on this channel will be linked in the description. Things like my PayPal, where you can donate to the channel, as well as my Patreon, where you can get exclusive bonus content as well as early release access to a lot of these reactions that I post. I'm currently doing Married to Children, a 1980s sitcom. I'm on season 1, episode 8. So I've done basically all the episodes up until that point. So only you guys want to see that. I also showed my sister Prince for the very first time, who she knew nothing about him. She was absolutely shocked. And I also reacted to Prince's full album of Purple Rain for the first time. So if you guys want to get over on the Patreon, you're interested in any of that kind of stuff, then get on over there. It's popping over there right now. You're not going to want to miss out. And of course, guys, look, with that being said, let's get straight into this video. Let's go.
We didn't have helicopter parents. In fact, we had the opposite of helicopter parents, right?
Helicopter parents.
We did. We had Home Depot parents, where you think there should be someone working in the store that could help you, but there's no one around. You're on your own. This is Home Depot. Do you need a skill saw? There's only one left in the whole store, and it's way up there. So just grab yourself one of those rolling staircases, my friend, and crawl up there and get it yourself. But don't pull it over and cut your arm off, because no one will take you to the hospital.
Crazy.
Here's what you get. Suck it up. Blow on it. Walk it off.
Man.
Rub some dirt on it. Bleed over the sink.
Bleed over the sink?
My mom's favorite was don't bleed on the shag carpet.
Right.
And how about this one? Let the dog lick it, it'll heal faster.
Oh, no, look, you guys gotta let me know if all of those are true. I've heard in previous videos, I think I've heard her make that joke specifically before. But you guys, look, any of you watching this, please confirm to me if that's true. Like, bleed over the sink. Don't get it on the shag carpet. You care about the shag carpet. And the only reason why I know what that is because I did a Reality of History video, and that shag carpet looked like, yeah, you can lose a whole body in that thing if you was some of the things I've seen. Like, okay.
It's true. Nobody cared if we were bored. Nobody cared what our grades were. Nobody cared that we were eating lunch out of a lunchbox that was filled with unrefrigerated dairy products and rust.
And rust?
You had a rusty lunchbox.
Wow.
Never going out of business. Nobody cared that we were being pummeled in the face by real red rubber dodgeballs.
Oh.
The real red rubber, not the little foamy baby ones they have now. Coach Mike's PE class.
Wow.
Right? You get pumped, and you could smell the rubber coming at you. And it just went twang when it hit you in the face.
Yeah, no, I remember when I played dodgeball when I was young. I feel like when I was really young, we had rubber balls. But then now, like, I definitely feel like I can remember transition into like more the softer ones now. But to be fair, I would prefer rubber balls because it's a little bit more, you know, it's a bit more therapeutic when I just see it twang off, you know, that one kid in the class is that I just don't really like that much. It just hits a little bit harder, you know, when they're hurt, you know. But look, I'm not condoning that. Obviously, I don't condone violence, but I'm just saying.
You could smell the rubber coming at you. And it just went twang when it hit you in the face. And then you had a crosshatch print right on your forehead, right there.
Wow.
No one cared. Nobody cared about the trauma of sea monkeys. Who had sea monkeys? I'm still not over sea monkeys.
Oh, those are
I'm
things
not over it. I paid my $1.25 out of the back of the comic book. I was supposed to get the whole sea monkey family. The mama sea monkey and the daddy sea monkey and the baby sea monkey and junior sea monkey. They had tails. They lived in a castle.
What?
And they were supposed to come live with me and I could teach them tricks. That's not what we got. That is not what I got in my mailbox at 192 Pendleton Drive. No, I got 3 envelopes filled with disappointment, deceit, and dehydrated brine shrimp.
Oh,
just a fishbowl full of bugs. It was awful.
Serious.
Nobody cared that woman on Romper Room never said my name. She never said my name. And I watched it all the time.
Romperoo? What is that? Romper screwdriver? Romper, like, what is that? What is she talking about?
She never said my name.
Guys, you gotta fill me in on some of these things. I don't even know. I have no clue. I'm lost.
And I watched it all the time. I finally stopped and I started watching Officer Dawn instead. In the ooey gooey bag. It was much more fun. Nobody cared that we were being hurt on metal roller skates.
Yeah, metal.
The kind that clamped on your shoe, kind of like that, right? You did get hurt because you went fast, because you could not go fast because the metal on the concrete kind of went like this. So this was as fast as you could go, but about the third, your foot came up out of that clamp. Right? But the metal skate was still attached to your ankle with a little belt. So the skate would ram you right in the shin and then knock you down. Ooh. No one cared. Ooh. No one cared that Lady Elaine Fairchild sounded a whole lot like Mr. Rogers. Right? Just, he just used a high lady voice. It was very confusing. Or that she looked like she'd been throwing back a whole lot of Beefeater gin martinis.
Again, I'm lost.
It's true. Where do you think she came up with boomerang, toomerang, seamerang?
What?
She was day drinking behind the museum go-round.
Oh.
No one cared. No one cared. Nobody cared that we were scared to death of Gene Wilder as Willy Wonka. He was scary as he sang that insane song while the Oompa Loompas rowed the boat faster and faster and faster down the Chocolate River into that tunnel where we saw a chicken getting its head chopped off and a millipede crawling over some lady's face.
Oh, wait, what?
And then at the end of the movie, Willy Wonka screams at poor Charlie Bucket in Latin, trying to get out of a contract through a legal loophole. A contract which, by the way, was not binding to begin with, because you can't enter a contract with a minor. But I didn't know that then yet because I had gone to law school because I was 8. All I knew was that Gene Wilder as Willy Wonka was very, very scary.
Okay, you know what? I've seen Willy Wonka. I can't remember it though. This was a long time ago. I don't even know if I saw the original one. Like, I just quickly searched up Gene Wilder. You guys are scared of him? And what chicken off there? Like, when was there a chicken without his head? Like, with something, like, what was that even? I don't remember that scene.
All I knew was that Gene Wilder as Willy Wonka was very, very scary. Even just going to the movies back then was very different, right? We went by ourselves, right? Either our moms dropped us off, we rode our bikes, we walked up there. So if the movie was like G or PG, no problem. Here's some PG movies they have now. Moana. Monsters, Inc., Frozen is PG.
I've seen most
Here's
of those.
A PG movie I watched as a child. Jaws.
Wow. Yeah, that's different.
Jaws was PG.
Yeah, that's crazy. How Jaws is not PG, man. Like that. What is that? Like rated like 18 now or something? Like, yo. Times have changed, man. Times have changed. That's joke. Do you know what? I actually would prefer to be, if the movies are like that, I wish I was growing up with those kind of ratings now. Because all the 18 rated movies, man, like, I knew I'd want to see them when I was a kid, but I couldn't. But you guys having Jaws as PG, like, all the young ones you can watch when you're young, like, yeah, that's different. That's different.
Jaws was PG. Oh, I didn't go by myself. I went with my neighbor, Margie Hodges. I was 11. She was 9.
Okay, wait. I just double checked. It says Jaws is 12A.
I was 11. She was 9. Our mothers just dropped us off up at Beechwood Cinemas, right, with $5 and said, "Have a great afternoon." So we went into Beechwood Cinemas and we bought our popcorn and our Raisinets and our Junior Mints and our Cokes. It was summer and there was not many people in there. It was just kind of us, and we went halfway down and halfway across. And Margie said to me, "Well, what's this movie about?" And I said, "I don't even know. I think it's something about going to the beach."
Why did she not watch it?
Had we bothered to look at the movie poster on the way in there, we would have seen it say, "The terrifying movie from the #1 terrifying bestseller, Over the Giant Shark." But we didn't look at the poster. No, our moms certainly didn't see the poster. They didn't even get out of the car. And in their defense, that back then PG-13 had not been invented yet. It wouldn't be invented until 1984.
Right.
So I guess they thought it was okay for an 11-year-old and a 9-year-old to see Jaws by themselves.
Okay.
It was not okay.
Yeah, no, that's
It was not. It's still not okay. I was okay at the beginning.
That's low key. That might have caused a lot of kids trauma, man. Just seeing that kind of movie.
Okay.
Like, you ain't good. You see me already. Like, for those of you might know, it's stereotypical, but I can't swim. So me seeing a movie like that at a young age, that's actually gonna give me like almost like damn near a decade of trauma. I promise you.
It was not. It's still not okay. I was okay at the beginning of the film, like when the music first starts. I was okay. I was okay when pieces of Chrissy Watkins washed up on the beach.
She was okay with that.
I was even okay when Alex Kittner got eaten in a spew of blood and rubber raft. I was okay.
Yeah.
But I began to not be okay when Richard Dreyfuss was scuba diving at night and he's under that boat and the disembodied head of Ben Gardner rolled out of that boat onto Richard Dreyfuss. I thought to myself, I may not should be here.
Yeah. As an 11-year-old, yeah, that's crazy.
This might not be okay for me. And then when the little crab crawled out of the eyeball socket of Ben Gardner's disembodied head, I jumped into the seat with Margie Hodges, where I remained the rest of the movie. Now, you might remember that the shark, you don't even see the shark until an hour and a half into that film. An hour and a half. So the music is what's scary and suspenseful, right?
Really? Okay.
So I remember sticking my fingers in my ears and my thumbs in my eyeballs and just smashing. I'm amazed I have vision, quite honestly. So towards the end of the movie, you finally see the whole shark, and he's chewing up Quint as the boat is sinking, right?
Ooh.
And I turned to Margie, I'm like, see, it's not even real. The very end of the movie, the shark explodes. Right? Spoiler alert, 1975 movie, shark explodes.
I actually haven't seen that movie, so that is a big spoiler. But you know what? Maybe I'll watch it just to see what she was actually talking about.
Shark explodes.
I'm of age.
Right? Spoiler alert, 1975 movie, shark explodes. We jumped up out of our seats and our popcorn went everywhere. We dropped our Cokes. We were not cheering because Richard Dreyfuss and Roy Scheider had survived. We were cheering because we had survived. We're never going out of business. Back then, school made us stronger.
Hey, she's talking. I remember she was talking about why Gen X kids are the strongest generation or whatever. So you seem like but it seems like we managed to find something that at least a Gen Xer was afraid of. So it's putting it out there.
I'll show you this. I'm not giving you the finger, but I'm showing you this is a permanent callus from a big black pencil from Miss Joyce Green's first grade.
Then again, she was 11, so yeah. I mean, look, my generation is scared of a lot. Yeah, even I'm getting. Yeah. All right, guys. I thought I was trying to find something. Don't even give me that. Actually, I'll take that back.
Permanent callus from a big black pencil from Miss Joyce Green's first grade class when we learned cursive. Right? There it is, right there. Our pencil boxes were actual cigar boxes. No one cared. Nobody cared. Later on, we just got high as kites off a mimeograph paper. That was fun.
Wow.
Mrs. Faircloth would say, "Who wants to volunteer to go pick up the worksheets in the office?" And I was like, me! And you'd pick them up from the office, and they were still wet. And just all the way back.
What?
So good.
What is she talking about?
Some of y'all sniff some paper, I can tell. Bunch of paper sniffers. Our school did.
Okay, Someone please confirm to me if you guys were sniffing paper when you were younger, because that sounds wild. Like, what?
Not have a school nurse. We just had a secretary who, if you got sick or hurt, you just sort of sat over in the teacher's lounge while they were smoking. And then the secretary spent a long time trying to find your mother in the days before cell phones or answering machines.
Wow.
You could be there all day long. And mental health was not a thing at all. Nobody even knew
what she just said there is even wild in itself. Like, secretary smoking, trying to find your mom, doesn't know foot. Like, what? That's hectic. Huh?
There all day long. And mental health was not a thing at all. Nobody even knew what that was. And this was later on. I remember being in science class when the Space Shuttle Challenger exploded and everybody on board perished. My science teacher just turned off the television and went, "Okay, everybody turn to chapter 8, mitochondria." And we just went on with our day.
That is wild.
Nobody came to our athletic practices. Nobody brought sliced oranges. And certainly no one was creating a play date for us, right? At 8 o'clock in the morning, here's how my mom did a play date. Y'all go outside and play. Boom, she'd lock the door. We were out there all day. We didn't have anything to eat. We didn't have anything to drink. We didn't have a juice box or any goldfish crackers. If we were thirsty, we drank out of the hose.
Oh my!
Never going out of business, y'all. And the water was hot, by the way.
Okay, wow. Okay, that is incredible. I can't believe that. Even just parents just not caring about where their kids were and they locked the door. Like, you can't even. I mean, nowadays I have a phone, so I can. They could always call me. And then you can find things to do to an extent, but like we can get food and water. But like back then, like what? Like drinking out of a hose as well. Like, and all of these people in the crowd said that like it was common. So you guys got to also confirm that for me. Were you guys really drinking out of the hose like that? If so, wow, because times have changed. No way am I drinking out of a hose.
And what were we doing outside all day? Well, we were trying to kill each other.
Oh.
We had rock fights. We had dirt clod fights. We had green pine cone fights. And we had BB gun fights.
Wow.
Right? We were shooting each other directly with BB guns. Our parents knew it and no one cared. They bought the BBs.
I can't get over that. I've heard that in a video before that I did to Rep History where you guys play with BB guns, but no one told me about the rock throwing stuff. Let me hear that again, make sure I heard it right.
Yeah. Right. We had rock fights. We had dirt clod fights. We had green pine cone fights, and we had BB gun fights. Yeah. Right.
Oh, that is insane. What if one of those goes in your eye or the rock just cuts? Like, what? Okay, yeah. You're not going to see a Jessica doing that. That's just, you're going to probably get done for, aggravated assault or something. I don't know, like, you're probably going to get done for battery or something. Like that is crazy. I can't believe that was going on back in the good old days, you Gen Xers, man. No way. No, surely you're scared. Surely you're not trying to do that. Because you know it's a rock. And you know that can hurt. Or was that part of the thrill? You could even low-key die. I think. Surely, what? Someone literally has to explain this because I don't believe you're doing all of that. Not in the way I'm thinking. Like, you're not gonna get a rock and just dash it at someone and that's cool. Surely there was like rules in between. Like you said, don't do it too hard, or don't aim the BB gun at the face or something. I don't know, but listen, man, that's wild to me. What?
We were shooting each other directly with BB guns. Our parents knew it, and no one cared.
Yeah.
They bought the BBs.
Not today.
And on special occasions, we would ramp up to Roman candle wars or bottle rocket wars, and all my dad ever said was, "Don't shoot each other directly in the eye."
Okay, right.
Someday you might have to have an MRI.
Only the eye is wrong.
We made Evel Knievel bike ramps out of plywood and cinder blocks. Right?
No
Nobody wore a helmet.
No way that's true.
We're all still here. We wandered around our neighborhood like little hobos just for hours and hours. One time, Ashley Farrell and I were in Homewood Hills. We wandered so far away. We got real tired. We asked the Charlie Chip delivery van guy for a ride home.
Okay.
I said, we're tired. He said, get in the van. I got chips. So we went in.
Oh. The stories because what she just said, with the stories that you hear nowadays of getting in people's cars and stuff, like that is, again, that's like a whole different time period, a whole different world, different mindset, because you just, the first thing you get told as a Gen Z is like, if they don't go into the back of anyone's car, let alone talk to a stranger. And that's different, man. That's actually, wow. It's like night and day for some of these things.
I said, we're tired. He said, get in the van. I got chips. So we went in.
Chips means crips.
And he drove us home, and my mom just said, thanks. It was no big deal. It was a very different time.
Yeah,
Now, sometimes my mom would give us money, and she would say, hey, I'll give y'all some money if you'll go down to Golden Pantry and get me some. Cigarettes. Thank you.
Yeah,
cigarettes. She said, y'all can get your
thing.
candy. You can get my cigarettes. I could go in. This was the best. I could go in. I was 8 years old. Walk in there and say, I'd like to buy 3 cartons of Menthol 100 Ultra Lights, please.
I can't believe that.
And they would sell them to me.
I don't even know if what she's talking about there was a cigarette or a drink, whatever, but from what I'm aware, you guys could go in just and buy these things. Obviously, nowadays, you can't do that. It's unheard of. It's illegal to even sell it to someone who's below a certain age. And the fact that you guys are doing that when you were young, look, tell me how it was. Was it like, did you guys ever do it? Like, because I'm curious now, because I always wondered what it would be like if I was like, I haven't always wondered this, but I'm now imagining if I was like 12 or like 13 and my parents asked to go buy cigarettes, what would I have done with that? You guys can maybe fill me in on some of your insight there, but that's, again, like, that's so different.
And they would
I've heard that before, and the fact that she's confirming it, okay, I know she, like, whoever, like, Rate of History, he's probably spot on with these, because like, she's confirming it.
Ultra Lights,
and you guys are probably confirming it as well, but I can't get over that.
And they would sell them to me. At some point, you had to have a note, right? Your mom had to write a note, and my mom would just write, Dear store, sell my child 3 cartons of cigarettes. Love, Mom. And she would
write in the note as well, and then they give him, like, you could have just made that up, like, and they still give it to you. That's incredible, man.
Love, Mom.
I can't believe that.
And she would give us the money. She would not let us back in the house. She would slide it under the door.
Oh, what?
We are not coming back in there. She was watching Dark Shadows, and we are not allowed to watch that.
Dark Shadows.
So we would leave our yard unattended with no bike helmets and no bubble wrap, and we would leave, and we would go to the candy store, the Golden Pantry, and we'd stop on the way down there at the playground. Very different playground from my kids' Gen Z playground that has wood chips on the ground. In case the child falls, they won't get a little bruise on them, right? What we have? Just a giant sheet of cement. Yeah. You fell, you broke your arm, suck it up, welcome to the playground. We had equipment that would kill you. We had that swing set that came up out of the ground.
I've seen those.
It would kill you. We had that merry-go-round thing that would go, and you'd run, and there was always one friend that just didn't make it. They got, like, sucked into the rain hole somehow. Like, save yourself. With the spring horse thing, and it would go all the way to it hit the back of your head.
What?
And then it would fling you forward, and you'd hit your face. Hit your head. Hit your face.
Yeah, that sounds like a danger horse. Like, try not to die challenge. Like, that's insane. I can't believe it, especially when you're young as well. That's crazy to me.
Our horsey part came off. We had a metal knob. It just went back and forth. Oh my God. And we had a slide that was so different. My kids' Gen Z slide is at an angle like that. Ends at a little soft pile of wood chips. We all had that giant metal slide, just 90-degree angle. Just sat there in the sunshine. Just heating up. Athens, Georgia in August.
Come on.
It wasn't even a slide anymore. It was just a broiler pan for your ass. So we would take our burns and our wounds from the playground and we would go on down to the candy store and we would go down there. And candy was very different back then. Candy was mean to children. It was mean to us. We had atomic fireballs, lemon heads, just
No
pixie
kidding.
sticks. Just, it was just a straw filled with sand and sugar.
Pixie stick.
Right? And you would
Never
eat it
heard
like
of
this, and then your spit would seal the end.
If you guys can relate to that.
So then you have to eat the paper and everything. Right?
Wow.
We had the entire family of wax candies. Wax lips and bottles. 4 bottles, 4 colors, tasted all exactly the same.
Okay.
You bite off the top and you suck out that really yummy juice, right? And then you're supposed to chew on the bottle, which was like eating a birthday candle. Yum. There was a family of wax paper wrapped candies like a Nowlator or a bit of honey, and you could almost get all the paper off. But there was always that one piece that the machine just jammed up in there, so what do we do with that?
You ate it.
Eat it, yes we did. We're eating wax, we're eating paper. And don't get me started on that toilet paper roll with the dots on it. Don't get me started on that. That's just mean to children. Mean. And then there was the family of jewelry candy. Oh, it was awesome. Ring pops. We're engaged. And then there was a candy necklace that came on a rubber band about that big. You kind of got it over your head. And then you eat like this. So you just had a rainbow of spit. Just a spit rainbow coming all down. And then your friend would come over and bite one off and her spits on you too. So then we'd go around and we would get my mom's real cigarettes and we'd get our candy cigarettes, which they don't sell now because it might lead to smoking.
Candy cigarette.
And my favorite 2 kinds were the hard white stick that had red on the end because someone painted fire on that for us to eat. And then the bubblegum kind you could pull out and blow real smoke. Right, so we would just stand out there in front of the golden pantry, just smoking our candy cigarettes and wearing our candy jewelry. We were just little candy hookers, and no one knew where we were. But it was the best of times. It was the best place to grow up, right here in Athens, Georgia.
Yeah, look, I can't, like, what she was saying about what you guys doing as kids. Yeah, you guys gonna have to fill me in a lot of that. It sounded wild. I can't believe a lot of the things I heard in this video. And I have so many questions, and please fill me in. I love hearing you guys' story. My thing is, after hearing all of that, I don't even know how some of you guys survived because some of those things sounded crazy. And then again, at least come out, like, if any of you guys came out unscathed from your childhood, then let me know. Untraumatized in some capacity, then let me know. Or maybe you were just more thick skins back in the day. I don't know, because I can't believe that, man. That is incredibly insane to just comprehend. But nonetheless, that's been me, a Gen Zer, checking out why 70s and 80s kids rule. I'd love to know what you guys think about this video and some of the things she has to say. Were what she said true or not? And did she even miss out some of the things that you guys may have done when you were younger? Please let me know that in the comments below. And of course, guys, look, as always, comment on a green heart if you made this point, if you guys know how to use emojis, or hashtag flexer, so I know who my real ones are. And of course, guys, as always, I've been your boy JayFlex. This has been why 70s and 80s kids rule by Karen Morgan. And for those of you guys who made it to this point, you guys have been absolutely wonderful. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.